Wilson and Dedman digging for the line. The 17-year-old Quincy Wilson holds Dedman off, and Quincy Wilson the win!
It's a warm July night in Memphis. The stadium at the Ed Murphey Classic is packed, alive with anticipation. All eyes are fixed on a 17-year-old named Quincy Wilson. Calm, steady, and focused, he steps into lane 5. The crowd quiets, the gun fires, and Quincy bursts forward like he's chasing a ghost of greatness no one else can touch. What happened next didn't just shock the stadium, it sent a ripple through the entire world of track and field. That kind of performance didn't happen overnight. Born January 8, 2008 in Chesapeake, Virginia, Quincy was just 8 years old when he discovered track. His parents recognized his raw talent early. They moved him and his family to Maryland so he could attend Bullis School. That move paid off. He broke the under-14 national record that once belonged to Obea Moore. Running sub-48 at 14, he announced himself as a prodigy. By early 2024, he was rewriting high school history. Indoor U 18 world best of 45.66 in Boston, viral splits at Penn Relays, NIL deals with New Balance. Then came Paris 2024. At 16, he became the youngest American male track Olympian, anchoring a heat in the 4x400 relay. Team USA won gold, and Quincy earned a gold medal too. Still the youngest in history. The signs were already there. At meets across the country, coaches and analysts started circling his name. Commentators didn't ask if he would break another record, they asked when. Every lap felt like a countdown to something bigger. 2025 started rocky. Early spring, he lost a high school indoor 500-meter race to Andrew Salvadon. Some wondered if he was feeling the pressure of the spotlight, but he bounced back clearly, running 45.66 indoors against professionals at the New Balance Grand Prix, setting a new high school indoor standard.
The two together down the straight, the inside is open, but Quincy Wilson will hang on for the win. Quincy Wilson across the line.
Then he launched his outdoor season. He clocked 44.66 in the U.S. Trials prelims, then 44.59 in semis. That made 4 U18 records in under a year. He placed 6th in the Trials final, just missing Olympic team qualification, but secured a spot in the 4x400 relay pool. What's astonishing is how he handled those early setbacks. Many young stars crumble under pressure. Quincy took the opposite route. He sharpened his focus, pushed his limits, and refused to let one loss define him. He knew the outdoor season was his opportunity to rewrite the narrative. Next came Gainesville. Under brutal heat, he ran 44.20. That was already elite, but Memphis was his masterpiece.
With Bryce Dedman pushing for the line. Wilson and Dedman headed to Paris, and they meet the line at the same time.
July 12th, storm clouds gathered over the University of Memphis track. Quincy, in lane 5, was locked in. The gun fired, and he exploded from the blocks. He didn't just start fast, he controlled the race. Through the backstretch into the curve, he held command. By the final stretch, he was alone. The clock read 44:10. He collapsed at the finish, overcome. He had beaten veterans and set a time that ranks 4th fastest globally in 2025, behind athletes nearly a decade older. He later said, "I went out there and shot out like a bullet. I'm super thankful and blessed." That moment cemented his name in the track and field spotlight. More than a race, it was a signal to the world. Quincy Wilson isn't just promising. He's here, and he's real. What does a 44.10 mean in elite terms? This year, only 3 professionals ran faster: Zakithi Nene, Caleb McRae, and Jackery Patterson. Quincy ranks 4th globally, and he's only 17. But the under-20 comparison is even more stunning. His time is 2nd all-time in that category, behind only Steve Lewis's 43.87 at the 1988 Seoul Olympics. Quincy even beats Lewis's U.S. Trials mark of 44.11 that same year. As a high schooler, he is now in the company of Olympic legends. What's more impressive? He's done it consistently, Not a fluke, not a one-time wonder. Quincy has 6 of the 10 fastest U18 400-meter times in history. That kind of reliability isn't common even among professionals. How does a teenager stay composed and run like a seasoned professional? It takes more than speed. It takes discipline, coaching, and mindset. Coach Joe Lee from Bullis School keeps him focused. "Run your race," he tells him. Quincy takes that seriously. After every loss, he adjusts. When he lost early in the 2025 season, he didn't break. He studied, learned, and trained harder. He embraces pressure, channels it. He trains to start fast. He learns to hold pace when others slow. His mental strength shows in how he responds to setbacks. After Memphis, he credited his faith, his family, and his coaches. He's aware of the weight of expectation, but he turns it into fuel. Behind the scenes, Quincy sticks to a strict training regimen. Early mornings, interval work, recovery routines most people wouldn't even consider. His team keeps him grounded, and Quincy makes sure no one outworks him. Running 44.10 before your 18th birthday is more than rare. It's historic. Quincy now owns 6 of the top 10 U18 times ever. Each race, he moves deeper into the record books. Everywhere he runs, the spotlight follows. Online, fans marvel. One Reddit user wrote, "Most people can't sprint for more than 100 meters. This guy just ran 444. That's unreal." Another added, "Beast." Sports forums exploded after the Memphis run. Commentators called it a defining moment. Some even suggested he could break the senior world record within a few years. Whether or not that happens, one thing is clear: Quincy has everyone watching. His youth, his times, and his attitude are reshaping what people think is possible. He's become more than a high school star. He's a global contender. What comes next? Where does Quincy Wilson go from here? He's already chasing the under-20 world record of 43.87. That's just 0.23 seconds away. Could he go lower? Absolutely. With each race, he's closing in on professional benchmarks. The next step may be the Diamond League, maybe even a World Championship final. By 2028, he could headline Team USA at the Los Angeles Olympics. Imagine that. A 21-year-old Quincy Wilson in his prime, facing the world's best in front of a home crowd. He's already tasted Olympic gold, but he didn't run in the final. That hunger remains. He wants the solo stage. He wants to stand alone on the podium. He knows it will take more than raw talent. Longevity, strategy, and health matter. So does staying humble. So far, he's proving capable of all 3. His NIL deal with New Balance helps him train with pro-level resources. But the story remains the same. Work, race, recover, improve. Quincy Wilson is more than a teenage phenom. He is a blueprint for the future of sprinting. Raised in Virginia, sharpened in Maryland, forged by fire in Memphis, he's got the medals, he's got the records, and most of all, he's got the mindset. He's rewritten what people thought was possible for youth sprinting. And now he's setting his sights on the big stage. If 44.10 is just the beginning, the world better keep watching. If Quincy Wilson keeps up this pace, he might just change the game forever. So what do you think? Is 43.87 within reach? Could we be witnessing the rise of the next sprint legend? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more untold stories from the world of track and field, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because trust us, this isn't the last time you'll hear the name Quincy Wilson.
The clock too, remember that meeting record, 52.63. Bol charging for the line and gets there by a margin. 51.95 is the fastest time.
She is unstoppable. Femke Bol just won her 28th race in a row, and she made it look easy. Every time she runs, she amazes everyone, and this time, she broke another record. Femke Bol is one of the top athletes in the world today. She specializes in the 400-meter hurdles, a demanding race that requires athletes to sprint one full lap around the track while clearing 10 evenly spaced hurdles. This event is known for testing both speed and stamina, along with precise technique and timing. During the latest competition in Monaco, Femke once again proved her dominance. She handled the tough race with incredible skill and finished ahead of everyone, continuing her amazing winning streak. Femke was born on February 23, 2000, in a city called Amersfoort in the Netherlands. When she was a little girl, she broke her arm 2 times. Her doctor suggested she try judo to help her learn how to fall without getting hurt. Later, she followed her big brother to an athletics club in 2008. That's when she found out she loved to run. She said that running made her feel calm and happy. In 2014, she joined another club called AV Altis. A coach there noticed she was very good at running long distances fast. In 2016, she helped at the European Championships in Amsterdam by scanning tickets. She was just a helper back then, not knowing she would one day be the main star at big events like that. She studied communication at Wageningen University. Even though she is famous now, she still lives a simple life. In 2023, she started dating a Belgian pole vaulter named Ben Broders. They bought a house together in Heelsum in 2024 and got engaged in 2025. They support each other's athletic careers and enjoy living a quiet life away from the spotlight. On the track, Femke is a true champion. In 2023, she became the world champion in the 400-meter hurdles. In 2024, she won another world title for running the 400 meters indoors, which doesn't have hurdles. From fourth to first in one lap, she absolutely nailed it. She helped her team from the Netherlands win gold in the 4x400-meter relay races at both the World Championships and the Olympics. Her ability to shine both individually and as part of a team shows her versatility and leadership. But there was one place she had never won before, Monaco. She had raced there before, but never won the hurdles race. In 2025, she came back with one goal, win in Monaco. The race in Monaco was a big event. The stadium was packed with cheering fans. People were watching all around the world. She had already won 27 Diamond League races and 5 Diamond League titles. But this race felt different. She was racing against some very strong runners like Dalila Muhammad and Andronette Knight. When the race started, Femke took off with power. She ran smoothly and fast. Her steps between the hurdles were perfect. She jumped over each one like it was no big deal. In the last part of the race, she pushed herself even harder and sped up. She finished the race in just 51.95 seconds. That's one of the fastest times ever recorded in this event. It was the fastest time in the world this year and set a new meet record in Monaco. Only a few women in history have ever run this race faster. After the race, Femke smiled and said, "To run a 51 is huge. I don't do that every day." Her race was picked as the Omega moment of the meeting, which means it was the best and most exciting part of the night. It showed that Femke is not just fast, but also focused and ready for any challenge. Right after the race, Femke posted on Instagram, "Thank you, Monaco. The atmosphere was electric. I had so much fun, 51.95 for the win and meet record." Her fans were super proud of her. In the comments, people wrote things like, "You're the best, Femke." "True champ." "Unbelievable." World Athletics wrote on X, "The streak continues. That's 28 wins in a row for Femke Bol, who remains unbeaten in the 400-meter hurdles in the Badalvancher Diamond League." That's right. Femke has now won 28 races in a row in the 400-meter hurdles. She hasn't lost since 2020. That's a winning streak that almost no one else can match. The 400-meter hurdles is one of the hardest races in track and field. You have to be fast, strong, and very smart to run it well. There are 10 hurdles to jump, and you can't make mistakes. Femke makes it look easy, even though it's not. Many athletes struggle to maintain form throughout the race, but Femke has mastered her stride pattern and pacing. Her calm, focused expression and steady rhythm allow her to stay in control from start to finish. Even in the final stretch where most runners lose energy, she finds another gear. Coaches and fellow athletes admire her discipline and work ethic. She trains hard, takes care of her body, and listens to her coaches. Her coach has said she is one of the most focused and determined athletes he has ever worked with. But she isn't just fast. She also has a big heart. In 2023, after strong earthquakes hit Turkey and Syria, she asked people to give money to help. In 2025, she became an ambassador for Free a Girl, a group that helps save girls who are in danger. Her support of charities and causes shows that she wants to make a difference beyond sports. Femke also stands out for how she handles fame and pressure. While many athletes feel overwhelmed by the spotlight, she stays calm and focused. She avoids distractions and keeps her mind on her goals. Interviews show her as kind, humble, and thoughtful. Her fans love her not just for her speed, but for her honesty and positive attitude. In training, Femke is known for pushing herself, but also listening to her body. She's careful not to overtrain and believes in smart recovery. She spends time working on technique and strength, and she values every small improvement. Her team plays a big role in helping her succeed. Coaches, physiotherapists, and support staff all work together to keep her in peak condition. Now everyone is excited for the Diamond League final in Zurich, happening on August 27th to 28th. People are wondering, can Femke win again? Can she go even faster? Some fans are hoping she might one day break the world record set by Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. Even if she doesn't, Femke Bol is already one of the greatest athletes in track and field. She is fast, smart, kind, and strong. She shows what hard work, passion, and joy can do. Young athletes everywhere look up to her. Every time she steps on the track, she inspires a new generation to chase their dreams. 28 wins, one big goal, and her amazing story is just getting started. In the time it takes to blink, history was rewritten. Quincy Thompson lost to Noah Lyles by 0.005 of a second. Now, after months of silence, Thompson is back and he says their next race will be pure fireworks. In Paris, Quincy Thompson and Noah Lyles ran the exact same time, 9.79 seconds. But in one of the tightest finishes ever, Lyles got the gold by just 0.005 of a second. The track world exploded. Fans broke down the race frame by frame. Has broken his silence with just one word: fireworks. That single line has reignited a rivalry that could define the future of sprinting. Noah Lyles, the confident American showman, and Quincy Thompson, the calm Jamaican force, making serious noise. Step for step, they stayed locked in. By 60 meters, it was impossible to tell who was ahead. The final 10 meters were chaos, arms swinging, bodies learning. Then the finish. Both clocks stopped at 9:79, but Lyles had leaned just a blink earlier. 0.005 of a second earlier, enough for the gold, enough to crown a new Olympic champion, but also enough to spark one of the fiercest rivalries track has seen in years. Thompson didn't protest, he didn't rant, he walked off with silver, but he never forgot. And while the world debated dips and photo finishes, he was plotting something else. Fast forward to 2025. Thompson steps onto the track at the Jamaican trials. No chatter, just purpose. Then comes the roar. He blazes through the line in 9.75 seconds. Personal best. 6th fastest time in history. A time that says Paris wasn't lucky. It was just the beginning. What makes this time even more impressive is the way Thompson runs. It's not reckless. It's calculated. He has that rare blend of raw power and razor-sharp control. He doesn't waste energy. Every movement is efficient. Every stride looks like it was designed in a lab. That's the kind of precision that wins titles, and it's the kind of precision that makes rivals nervous. Next came the Prefontaine Classic. The stage was set. Top American sprinters, fierce competition, cameras everywhere. Thompson didn't flinch. He controlled the race and took the win in 9.85 seconds. It wasn't just a win. It was a warning. And what he said after made it even louder.
Now he's moving away from this field. Every single one of them coming through very late on the near side. Hassan El Hughes might have taken 2nd place. 9.85.
If you're clearly ahead, you don't need to dip. A subtle shot, maybe, but fans caught the message. In Paris, Lyles dipped. Thompson didn't. That tiny decision cost him gold. Now he's saying he won't make the same mistake again. But Thompson didn't stop there. He ended his interview with one line that left everyone talking. When I get it, you'll notice. I'm going to leave you guys with that.
What is it? What are you working on?
When I get it, you guys will notice. I'm going to leave it that.
That wasn't just confidence. That was a promise. And with every race, he's backing it up. 3 of the top 5 fastest 100-meter times in 2025. All Thompson. It hasn't been this fast since the Bolt era, and Thompson is doing it with a calm edge. He doesn't scream on the track. He doesn't showboat. He doesn't need to. His legs do the talking. His times shout louder than any post-race speech. He's becoming the kind of athlete people can't ignore, even when he says very little. Meanwhile, what about Noah Lyles? The Olympic champ has stayed quiet. No 100-meter races yet this season. No headline-grabbing interviews, just training, grinding, preparing. While Thompson sprints, Lyles watches.